วัสดีครับผู้ชมทุกท่านยินดีต้อนรับเข้าสู่รายการรูดี้ในตอนนี้อยากจะสรุปนิดหนึ่งนะครับว่าจนถึงวันนี้ในคอร์ส Thai Letter เราเรียนอะไรกันบ้างมาครับ Hello and welcome to another episode of Thai Letters. In this episode and sonorants, I would first of all like to have a look or basically recapitulate what we've learned so far, and then you're going to be introduced to the end position sonorants. Okay, in this particular lesson, which is a bit special, we will see first of all what we've learned in terms of consonants, what we've learned in terms of consonant-vowel combinations. We will then have a look at end position sonorants or final sonorants at the end of syllables, how that works. And by the end, you will be able to do a small exercise on that. Okay, consonants. We have in each lesson been introduced by a consonant card on the top right corner, like this for instance. We have learned first of all how the tones of these consonants are. So in this example, da, dan, comprising of two middle tones for one da and secondly dan syllable. Okay, in each card what we found was first of all a colored background. So the green background representing middle class consonants. And we've then seen first of all to the left bottom the consonant itself, so the actual pronunciation of the consonant, ah in this case, ah, and then to the right the marker word or also the picture, ang, ang, which means bowl. So you already know that some words in Thai can be built with these consonants. So ah, ang, ah, ang. Okay, so we not only know to which consonant class the consonant belongs by the background color, but we also know the marker word and its translation basically. All right, now we have learned middle class consonants with the green background color, and we've also learned low class consonants with the blue background color, like in this example, nonu, nonu, the mouse N basically, so na, n sound. Okay, so with these two consonants as an example, we can now see how we've learned to build syllables, because some lessons actually introduce to you as up to now already consonant vowel combinations. So basically whenever we learned long vowels, as for example, as you can see on the top right, the long a vowel, so the sara a, which in the card demonstrates the position in relation to the consonant by this small stress mark, which is a placeholder for any consonant you can combine the a vowel with. But of course you're familiar with that. So we took this a vowel and combined the da, dan plus sara a, so da and a, or t and a, to one syllable, da, da. And I don't want to bore you with any transliteration or phonetic writing because this is not part of this course, because my idea is to get as quickly as possible into the Thai writing system and not use the phonetic writing whatsoever. However, just to give you a representation on how it changes later on, this is written here. So the syllable da, dan plus sala a combines to the syllable da, da, da. Okay, we can do the same with a different long vowel, the sara e, the long e vowel, together with the nanu, which we have to the left, and combine those two to one syllable, ni, ni, which would be transliterated or transcribed in phonetic writing as n and double I, so ni. Okay, this is what we already know perfectly, I guess, if you follow the structure of the course Thai letters. Now what we can additionally do is take an end consonants, to these syllables. So in this lesson I show you how to use the end sonorants, and what that means will be shown later on. So we take, for instance, the na-nu again and place it at the end of both syllables. In the first case, if we actually add the na-nu at the end of the syllable da, it leads to the syllable dan, dan, dan. So instead of being at the first position, at the initial position of the syllable, as in the example below, ni, the na-nu, is now at the final position or at the end position of the syllable. Dan. Okay, we can do the same with the lower syllable, the ni, adding another low-class consonant that we've come to learn in last lesson if you follow the order of the playlist. The ma, another low-class consonant. Add it at the end of the syllable ni, which leads to the new syllable neem, neem, neem. So very, very straightforward and also pretty fairly easy. All right, now in order to tell you a little bit more about what a sonorant means, let's see what we've learned so far. So far we have learned the middle class consonants ka kai, da chan, da dek, da tao, ba bai mai, ba ba, and ang. Okay, we have also learned the long vowels a or sara, sara i, sara e, sara u, and sara o, which are basically, or weirdly enough, or also interestingly enough, placed all around the consonant. I do not display the place marker for the consonant here because we have already seen that within the single lessons to each of these vowels. And we have also learned the low-class consonants kha klai, ta tahan, nga ngu, na nu, and ma ma, three of which are here sonorants. So those three at the end are sonorants. So we can take these down into the section sonorants. And just to tell you, sonorants is not another element of the structure of the consonant class structure. So we have middle class consonants, low class consonants, and then later we will have high class consonants. But sonorants is a different concept. It's just those consonants of all the classes which have an initial sound of their own which can be extended. Meaning you can extend the initial sound of nga ngu, na nu, and ma ma for as long as your breath lasts. So you can, let's take the ma ma, the last one in the red box. The initial M sound, as we would say it, can be extended by your vocal cords as long as you want. Right? So this sonorant sound is what actually makes it a sonorant. Or also with the N sound, or with the nga sound. You can extend it for as long as you want. All the other consonants you see on this screen cannot be extended. Let's take the first of the middle class consonants, for instance, the ga gai. So the initial K sound, or K unaspirated K sound, cannot be extended because as soon as you extend it, you come to this sound, which is not a sound anymore. So we distinguish, or we divide the consonants into stops, which cannot be extended, and sonorants. Don't care about these expressions. It's not important. It's very intuitively you already know which are sonorants, which you can extend and which you cannot. Like the R, for instance, which will come later on, or the L sound, which comes later on, can also be extended. So l, r, but you cannot extend these stops like and so on. Okay, that being said, we will now see how that works at the final position. So we take the sonorants, these three examples up top, and see how they are added towards the end of an already existing syllable. Okay, first of all, let's see the ngangu, ngangu, ngangu at end position or at final position. Here we have a syllable ba bei mai plus sara plus ngangu. So basically the first two in black writing, black letters, you would read ba, ba. So it leads to bang, bang. Similarly, in the expressions tang, tang, or dung, dung, dung. Okay, now other three examples with the nanu at the final position. In expressions such as the syllable de plus nanu, de plus nanu leads to den, den, or don, don, ban, ban. And the last series of examples with the ma final sonorant or final middle class consonant in syllables such as nom, nom, or lam, 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 and game, game, game. Okay, I think it's pretty easy to actually understand this because it also is very easy. But nevertheless, in order for you to, practice listening a little bit, there is an exercise you can do on thailanguageprogram.com, which is basically adapted to this end sonorants lesson on the course Thai letters, where you will be dictated different syllables incorporating end sonorants, so the ones you already learned, of course, within syllables, and you can write them down on this sheet, and you will also have the solutions to actually check on your work, see if your ear already adapted or already is basically able to properly recognize those syllables and the end position consonants. Okay, with that, I'll leave you to the exercises, and I'm very much looking forward to having you again in next lesson. ขอบคุณนะฮะที่ใช้รายการรู้ดีครับแล้วหวังว่าเราจะเจอกันในบทหน้าครับสวัสดีครับ